Well, maybe at this point you're thinking, well, that could lead to some unfair preconceptions about people. Researchers have looked into this, and they've used vignette studies to investigate how information about the person can alter judgments of acts. For example, Mark Alicki's research on how people attribute both non moral judgments of causation and moral judgments of blame to people. Alicki was interested in experimentally delving into one particular criterion that was theorized to guide moral judgment. And that's that people select the cause in some morally relevant events according to the Stein criteria. This criterion, proposed in earlier work, said that placing a stain on an actor's behavior by identifying it as the proponent cause of a harmful outcome may serve as a signal to other people to beware of similar misdeeds, or simply as a way of symbolically enacting retribution for the harmful act. This stain might remind observers of the actor's nefarious tendencies. It functions as a character judgment, a cue to character. So, being considered causal for harm itself can have the effect of harming perceptions about your character. Alicki tested this Stein criterion, this connection between perceived immoral actions and perceived immoral people, with this key experiment. He tested this abstract concept with 174 participants at Ohio University, and he had them read about a car accident in which the main character, John, hits another car at an intersection, resulting in a variety of injuries to the driver. John was driving over the speed limit, about 40 miles per hour in a 30-mile-per-hour zone, in order to get home. And the key factor that was manipulated was John's reason for driving over the speed limit. They had one condition where the reason was socially desirable. This socially desirable motive was that he's speeding home so he can arrive home in time to hide an anniversary present for his parents. In the other condition, the socially undesirable motive, John was speeding home so he could arrive in time to hide a vial of cocaine from his parents. And based on the Stein criterion, it was predicted that John would be cited as a cause more frequently when his motive was to hide from his parents this vial of cocaine rather than an anniversary gift. In the study, some other causes were also stipulated, 3 different causes. So they include environmental factors, an oil slick, tree branches affecting visibility of a stop sign, and another car that just blows through a stop sign. So, for example, when the oil spill was the other cause, here was the vignette. As John came to an intersection, he applied his brakes but was unable to stop as quickly as usual because of some oil that had spilled on the road. As a result, John hit a car that was coming from the other direction. Now, the other conditions still apply, whether he was hiding an anniversary present or he was rushing home to hide a vial of cocaine, but there were 3 other causes that were also added into the vignette. Finally, in this vignette, the consequences were stated, and they were the same in every condition. John hit the driver on the driver's side, causing him multiple lacerations, a broken collarbone, and a fractured arm. John was uninjured in the accident. The most important dependent variable in this study was this. They asked participants complete the following sentence. The primary cause of this accident was, and they allowed the participant to enter the text that they wished. Here's the full vignette in the cocaine condition with oil spill. John was driving over the speed limit about 40 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone. In order to get home in time to hide a vial of cocaine he had left out in the open before his parents could see it. As John came to an intersection, he applied his brakes, but was unable to stop as quickly as usual because of some oil that had spilled on the road. As a result, John hit a car that was coming from the other direction. John hit the driver on the driver's side, causing him multiple lacerations, a broken collarbone, and a fractured arm. John was uninjured in the accident. So who or what was the primary cause of the accident? Here are the results, and in this table we have the frequency of the different causes that were cited. And this collapses across all of the conditions for the other causes, so the branch, the other car, and the oil spill. Alicki found that people were much more likely to cite John as the cause of the accident when he was going home to hide the cocaine, compared to the exact same event when he was going home to hide an anniversary gift. And you can compare the 69 under John to the 43 under John in blue. Moreover, they were much less likely to cite the other car as the cause when John was going home to hide cocaine, 18, compared to when he was going home to hide the anniversary gift, 44. So they're really loading causation onto John when he has this not socially desirable motive to hide drugs. The results suggest that participants were doing something close to a character judgment prior to their judgments of causality. And judgments of causality are typically understood as non-moral judgments, as purely cognitive judgments. And here we see that they're influenced by the social desirability, the moral valence of the protagonist's motive.